Chapter 11. Dinner is somewhat subdued as feasts go. Many are simply digesting the news of the day. There is much quiet talk in small groups. Even the children seem relatively quiet. There is not even much of this wine imbibed in. For farmers and hard-working folk, that's a sign something deep has hit home. And as dusk turns to night, rather than the expected raucousness of revelers, whole families appear to be turning in early. On the one hand, it is good that everyone has taken what I shared to heart and are considering it as something worthy of their concern. On the other hand, I sense there is something as yet unspoken, something unsettling in their response. Shortly, the camp is quiet. I stand in the meadow, feeling the energy of all the tents surrounding me, looking up into the stars. I make my observations. In the morning, at the breakfast feast, it seems that somehow something has been decided over the night. After the food has all been served out, someone stops me as I walk around checking on my guests. They ask if, after the meal, if we could sit and talk about the knowledge I had alluded to the day before. I heartily agree to meet under the shade trees, but as soon as I say this, the others around just nod and ask if it is all right that they join us. Again, I heartily agree. Then as I finish my rounds, others ask to discuss these things, and I tell them of our meeting under the shade trees. By the time I arrive under the shade trees, upon seeing my approach such a large group, others assumed we were all meant to be holding another meeting, and so they come and bring their people with them, so that by the time I start to speak, it is just as it was the day before. The whole camp has joined in and is now sitting in rapt attention in anticipation of hearing more of the knowledge the universe has given me to understand. Again, I give thanks to the Most High for the gift of this blessed, sacred moment. I take a long, deep breath. I look around the great circle and into the eyes of each person there. Then I begin to share as best I can a deeper layer of the knowledge, while alluding to the deeper mysteries I am willing to share at a more auspicious moment in the future. I speak of the stars and planets, of the Earth's subtle energy grid, and of the flower of life. I speak of the place of remembering my own superconscious aspect and the nature of the guides and messengers. I speak of the place of timelines. I speak of our infinite and immortal nature. I answer questions until it is time for dinner. After dinner, the conversations continue around the fires long into the night. In the morning, as families pack up their camps to leave, I am greeted with several groups of people who have organized themselves so as to leave one of their number who is charged with studying with me and reporting all that they learn with me back to their group. And in return they will be supported by the group with all the food and sundries they might need to maintain themselves here, and with a little bit more to our family. In this way, the school begins.